Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of July. I have already meditated on the cards and I have shuffled them, and this is the reading that I have for you today. Please remember, this is a general reading. There might be some parts that do not resonate with you. Take the parts that do resonate with you and leave the rest behind. So in the past position, we here have a Fool, which is a very positive card. We've got the Two of Pentacles as a clarifier. In the obstacle, we've got Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. In the present position, we've got the Death card as well as Six of Pentacles as the clarifier, and the Judgment as the outcome, as well as Seven of Pentacles as the clarifier. So if we're looking at the past position here, we've got the Fool. It's the very first card in the major arcana. It's a very positive card. It is about a person who's setting out into the world to gain experience, to gain knowledge, to gain work ethic. He's a free spirit. He's spontaneous. He's got innocence kind of to him. He's got risk-taking streak in his character. It could also represent someone who wastes their time, because the Fool is a little bit not very cautious. It could also be an important warning not to repeat past mistakes. So to pay attention to that pattern. If you're feeling like, oh, I've been here before in this type of situation, then it's definitely a marker to correct behavior. In the clarifying position, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is very well known to be a juggling sort of card. It could be an emotional roller coaster to find balance at work or at home, or maybe in a friendship. In the past, you made a choice, and it has led you to this place where you are juggling different things in your life. The combination of the Fool and the Two of Pentacles suggests that you have made progress in whatever area of your life that is most concerning to you. Could be at work, it could be at home. Maybe you have changed careers. Maybe you moved and starting over somewhere again, so you're sort of setting out into the unknown, and you're full of optimism. It's a very optimistic card. You're trying to juggle things. You have had some progress. You're trying not to repeat, past mistakes. It's basically about balance, this combination, that you need to focus and maybe not be so naive about balancing your decisions and how they affect people around you. The Ace of Pentacles is in the challenging position. It's a very, very positive card. And of course, the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. But in the challenging position, of course, the Ace of Cups suggests that it's a card about materialistic things. So you could be too hung up on something materialistic. You could be too attached to money, which could be stopping your progress or, creating blocks in your progress. Normally, it's a very wonderful card that means, goals are being achieved, and maybe there's a promotion in the works. But in the negative position, it could suggest that things are not moving along, and there's a bit of a procrastinating type of energy going on, lack of confidence perhaps. And it's probably related to the fact that, you're not really making the effort. Maybe you're tired, maybe your mind is elsewhere. The The Six of Wands is usually about someone who is not super happy with the victory. So there's someone that is opposing the victory that you may have had recently. And there's procrastination and there's a lack of effort. It suggests that, things are really not moving along, and you have, a very negative influencer who is creating problems for you. In the present position, we have Death and the Six of Pentacles. Death is, of course, a card about ending. It's about significant change that is, coming to your life. It's about transformation. Sometimes it symbolizes ego death. The Six of Pentacles is a very positive card. It is about giving and receiving, but it could also suggest that you're obsessed with money and that you are in a little bit of a denial. It could be sort of a wake-up call to definitely focus on and watch how much money you're spending, and just be financially frugal, because maybe your income stream is coming to an end. Maybe something that, a lot of time you invested perhaps in a project that is not, maybe being stalled, but it's definitely not working out. In the future, we have Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles. Judgment is a very strong card in the future. It is ruled by fire element, and it is, of course, also ruled by Pluto, which is a planet that brings growth to areas where we are not satisfied. So definitely you will be making some changes in your work or financial sphere, or maybe personal home, area. The Seven of Pentacles is, looking at all the hard work that you've done, and you really have worked very hard, and you will be reaping large rewards in a near future. Although I believe, I think based on this reading, the soonest you most likely will be reaping some rewards is probably around September, end of September, October time, because this Death card is definitely very powerful, and the transformation that you will feel is going to be very powerful. Also, remember that sometimes transformations take place in our head. Little bit by little bit, things change, our thoughts change, and we become stronger and more, people who have a wider view, a better perspective. Let's see what the oracles have for us. Energy oracle cards. I've also meditated and shuffled these cards, and wow, it's two gorgeous men. One is holding a heart, and another one is holding a coin. The man that is holding a coin is, sorry about that. Let me see, I want to get a little bit of a better interpretation. Because it looks like your financial constraints will not be lasting very long. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field holding a large, bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money, or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. So it definitely relates to a little bit of a procrastination that I see here, a little bit of not taking enough action. So the divine suggests that you definitely, work and put your mind to a strategy, to a plan to achieve that goal, and, have that goal be not something crazy, but manageable, something that you could be accountable to on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. This man could also be bringing you financial advice so that you recover from any losses that you may sustain quicker. And of course, a man holding a heart is this card, has the tender man who sits with flowers all around holding a heart in his hand. This signals that you will have a greater clarity. If you're a man, you'll have greater clarity of your emotions. And of course, if you're a woman, it could suggest that you might have a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware, and not just, it doesn't necessarily have to be, a love interest. For some, it will be a friend who's, someone that you really cherish. Let's see what ancestors and angel oracle cards have for us. And it says, Lady and Druid. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Druid, hold the space. There's definitely, because you have a 6 and a 7, you're definitely on your way to making very nice progress in the financial sphere. And generally, you are a successful sign, especially where money is concerned. This card states, reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. Fertility, growth, abundance are all imminent when the lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you have planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. The last time I saw this card, somebody said, it was one of the readings that I did, somebody said that they a few weeks later they actually got a little bit of a windfall. So this is definitely a lucky card for finances, but it also suggests that other opportunities can come your way. It could be marriage proposal, it could be a promotion, it could be birth of a child. There's definitely new things that will be happening to you. It's a very positive, very kind of nurturing card, and it is aware that you need nurturing at this time. So the divine is sending you a message that there are things that are coming your way. In this card in the last position is Druid, hold the space. Let me see what this card means further. And it says, hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. Sometimes we get desperate, and so when an opportunity comes our way, we sort of just want to grab it. You know your strengths. You know your weaknesses. You know which opportunities, would be better for you. So hold your ground. Don't, even if it may be tough, especially if it's tough, it's difficult to not jump on an opportunity when one comes your way. But it's important to be thorough and think about the future. Once the decision is made, what is it going to be in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, sort of thinking about it a little bit more through, understanding all the expectations and problems when new opportunities come along, and not just sort of jumping on an opportunity because it is there. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety, about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. So a tree definitely creates this calm image. And trees are also good for our health. This is the message from the universe deck, and I got 2 cards here. It says, when I think I'm surrendered, I surrender more. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. So definitely letting things go, letting thoughts go, letting comments go, letting glances go, just letting any kind of negativity, just, to allow it to kind of fly through your body and fly out the window and fly out the door. This also is a good reminder to burn sage to sort of clear negative energy from your home. It's important to do that on a regular basis. It really does help, as well as meditating. And the more you surrender, I believe there is a saying that says, when you let go of everything, you have it all. So usually people who are so power hungry, the best way to get all the power there is to just let go of it completely and utterly, which is a paradox. But I think this is a very appropriate card for that moment. Don't be controlling. Don't try to manipulate. Don't try to, even if you think, because the divine sees everything. The divine, knows the way things are happening. So it's important to surrender. And in this card, we've got, in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. So it just reiterates what this card already says. When I let go and allow the universe to come through me, and I meditate and I allow things to just, bypass and not get hung in that negative space. The energy of love is what brings me closer and closer to success. It's important to remind yourself of that. It's important to speak to yourself positively, nicely, and remember that taking action and planning is going to get us closer to that goal that we need to achieve. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please remember that I will be doing bi-weekly readings later this week, so please check back for that. Again, I appreciate any likes, shares, or subscribes, and thank you for stopping by. I will see you next time.